Hey guys, hey, today we're going to do something maybe a little bit different, from what we have been doing. I got a deep diving blank I want to use. We're going to put a base coat under it so we can use it in a wrap. Now, I've been using rattle cans the last few times for the base coat. I did that when I was doing the Walmart paints, just something you could buy from Walmart. And I really do like using the rattle can on a base coat, because I don't have the problem with the paint scratching off from putting a wrap or something like that on it. So today we're going to go back. We're going to use rattle can like we did, but this time around we're going to use two different colors for the base coat. Change it up just a bit. Stick with me. Well guys, I took a head start on this one, but let me explain what I did, how we're set up to start. Very first thing I do, the base coat, again, I did with the rattle cans. And I found some of this light green, or it almost looks a lot like my lime color in the Createx. I painted the entire thing the lime color. Then I took some wide painter's tape and I just put that along here and then painted the belly black. Did that on both sides. And you can see, this side, nice clean line. I got a little couple spots here. I probably didn't have it down quite tight, but it's a wrap, so it's probably not going to make any difference. I bet we don't notice it. After that, I then took my masking tape, other tape here, painter's tape. I cut some deals. I figured I'm just going to go ahead and put them on because I've done this a couple times just in the last few videos. You probably won't. If you haven't seen it, go back 4, 5, 6 videos. You'll find exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just putting the tape on. So that's where we stand to start with. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on a wrap. We're going to put a wrap on it to boot, to go over the top of everything. Pull that just, there we go. Pull that over just a little bit. Get some of my clamps in here. So we're doing a kind of a combination. We're doing a wrap and some masking tape, some markings on it, doing them both. All right, so there we go. We got that. And now, before we start the colors, just every other time, we need to paint it white. So we'll come back with our Createx opaque white, and let's paint this thing white, huh? Whoa. This was one of those bills that is a little bit loose on. Some of these deep divers have that extra plastic on the bottom where they grip it, and so sometimes those clamps don't hold it real well. You can always use the helping hand. I've done those before. But I like the small clamp better for holding on to them. Alright, I think I got it white. Let me clean this up. We'll get started on some colors. Before we add the color to this, I want to say too, and I kind of passed over that real quick, the wrap I put on. Here's the wrap I put on. Hobby Lobby. It's in the floral section next to the artificial flowers. They use that around artificial flowers. So it's not fabric, but floral. Alright, and you've seen it in other videos probably too. Here we go. Createx Transparent Orange. If I like deep divers early in the spring, I like reds and oranges. So, that's what we're going to go with. And that's all it takes for the belly. Alright, clean this out and get another color. Now, for the top part. Createx Transparent Bright Red. Early spring colors. I love my red. Early spring. I think I got a glob in there, didn't I? There we go. Getting down to the bottom of the red. The only bad part when you get down to the bottom, you sometimes can get a glob or a bad spot. Alright, there's our red. Now we got one more color, but we got to do some changing of all the wrap and everything, with the other ones going on after the wrap. let's get the heat gun, we'll dry it off. All right, let's take a look and see what we got. There's our start. And now, hang on just a second. Let me, I think in order to take the tape off, I think I'm going to move this to helping hands. So hang on just a second. Let me put it in there. All right, moved it over to the helping hands. Let's see if I can get a little better, work with it here a little better. And it's basically just, not the top end, we don't worry about it because we're going to paint that over. Try and do this where I'm not getting in the way so you can see it. Alright. And I'm trying to be a little careful because it might not be, everything might not be 100% perfectly dry. Especially when you start putting a wrap and putting tape on it. There we go. Tell you what, let me get the last two and then I can hold it up where you can really see it because I know you can't really see anything anyway, though it's like this. Alright, there we go. I got them pulled off so you can see them. There we are. I got the 4 where the tape was. And you can see, that's the nice thing I'm finding working with the rattle cans. You don't have the problem. I know you guys have said to me, even I had too, you'll scratch up the paint when I'm using the basic Createx for the undercoat. Don't really have that problem. As of yet, I haven't had that problem with the rattle can. Alright, so I got my orange belly, got my black on the bottom side, I got the green up here. And here, as you can see, I said we didn't line them up. You can see the spots in there. I'm assuming you're going to be able to see that. We're going to take care of that really quick. And we're going to do it with Createx Opaque Black. We're just going to run right down the middle of the back. As you can see, they're gone. You can't tell them anymore. And that's it. That's all I wanted. I want to make sure I keep plenty on the sides. I just wanted enough black so you can't see where the tapes meet. That's the only thing I needed. Otherwise, that's got it. There's a nice red, orange, deep diver. That's got to catch some fish, doesn't it? Alright, let me get a set of eyes. We'll get our top coat and see where we go from there. Well, there we are, guys. There is our two-tone base coat underneath a wrap and underneath masking tape to boot. I tell you, head to the store. There are so many different colors of rattle cans you can use. You know, $3 for a rattle can is probably going to last you for a long, long time. I think this is the way I'm going to go with my base coats. Hey, thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.